I was just reflecting on the truth that in every relationship, there are three energetic components. There's the energetic component of each individual, and then there's the synergistic component of the relationship, which is composed of the interactions between the individuals. And a lot of times we forget this and we attribute things that went in a negative direction to somebody's character or our own character. When I look back on some recent interactions, I look at not only my energetic component, but also the synergistic energetic component. And so on the level of synergy, I was looking at the identity of how we related together. Was it an open type of relating? And when I say that, I'm not talking about polyamory. I mean existence. Did it exist in openness and expansion, or was the synergy not really synergistic? Was it opposing a lot? Because sometimes when we come out of relationships, we think the relationship went a particular way because we're a particular way. But it went that particular way because when the energies interact together, it produces an outcome. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, when we are not aligned, the energies don't mix. It's like oil and water. And piggybacking off of my previous reflection, that struggle love component will have you trying to mix oil and water. And if you ever tried to mix oil and water, you mix the oil long enough, it will stay suspended in the water. Right? So you mix it long enough, you stay busy, you distract in a relationship that's not working well. But eventually when you settle down, you see that it's not incorporating into one mixture. It actually never was. It just gave the appearance of seeming like it was going to do it. And so anyway, that thought led me to stop to the instruction of stop looking at the way I was with certain people to be an indication of my personality. It was the personality of the relationship. It was the way the relationship interacted. For example, in some relationships, I have not been very affectionate at all. And so someone may conclude that I'm not affectionate, but that's not true. I'm very affectionate, but I'm affectionate when the synergy is mixing, dissolving and being incorporated into an us. But when when individuality is retained, I do this, you do that, we agree to disagree, we are different. When that happens, it's oil and water, and that struggle love mentality will cause you to keep trying to mix that up. So anyway, that was a random thought, and part of my healing is not extracting qualities about myself from the way I was with certain people. Because when I'm with other people, I'm different, and the same thing goes for the other person that I was being involved with, persons, because we're talking about several scenarios. They weren't just a particular way, they were a particular way with me within our interaction. And so that's also another area of release, where even though they felt I was this or that, and I felt they were that and this, none of it was really true, because it was actually the interaction of us together. That could preach. Okay.